everyone. I'm Kate, and this is Boom Boom Now. And thank you for coming in to episode 3 on age discrimination while looking for work in later life, I guess. I want to start with a quote from Carol Cox, PhD, professor at Fordham's Graduate School of Social Services. There will be a link below if you want to go in and read the article, and I think there's an audio clip at this link as well. Anyway, she says, ageism remains the last form of discrimination that's widely accepted in our culture, and it's critical that we overcome it if we want to grow and thrive as a society. Who doesn't agree with this statement? It's critical that we overcome all forms of discrimination. I think we can all agree with that. But I do think there's something to be said for the idea that ageism, age discrimination, is a form of discrimination that really, honestly, nobody talks very much about, or not many people talk very much about, and I don't think there's much sympathy for. There's a huge outcry that old people give up the jobs so that young people can have work, and I understand. I was a young person once too, and I think that's part of why this kind of discrimination is allowed to exist without much protest. It's because only those of us on this end of the age spectrum have seen both sides of it. I know what it feels like to be a young person who can't find a job and feeling like, you know, come on, you guys, retire. I need work and there are no jobs. I get it. I do understand that. What I didn't know when I was young, and what I think young people now maybe don't yet have perspective on, or many young people, I'm sorry, I don't mean to group everybody together, but what a lot of people don't have perspective on is what it feels like to be at this age. I don't need a job any less right now than I did when I was 25. I still have bills, I still have medical expenses and a mortgage and all the things that come with still being alive. So I still need work, and I wish I didn't. I wish I didn't. I wish I could go sip whatever one sips on a beach somewhere, but I don't have that luxury. So with all of that said, let me get right into my experience that happened just recently and what originally prompted me to want to make this video. I sent out a bunch of resumes and applications, and let me also give you the background that I really wanted to make a career change. I do need a job, and I will take whatever job I can do that they'll let me do. But I was hoping to leave behind the kind of work that I've done my whole life, because I've done it my whole life. I was hoping to just do something new and fresh and different. I guess that's it. So I was specifically applying to health food stores, vegetarian restaurants, things like that, where I thought those things might just be more interesting and fun for me at this point. I was looking for a change. So with all of that said, I applied to a local chain grocery store. I actually think it's national, but anyway, here's the email I got in response to my online application. Aloha, Kate. Thank you for your interest in working at that store. We are thrilled you enjoy our stores enough to want to join our crew, and sincerely appreciate the time you took exploring a career as one of our crew members. We wish we could offer interviews and employment to all applicants, but we have many more applications than open positions. We will not be interviewing you at this time, but would like you to consider joining our talent pool to be considered for future openings. We know any job search takes time and energy, and are grateful for the effort you spent pursuing this opportunity. Sincerely. That doesn't sound so bad, right? They're not going to interview me, but I can be part of their talent pool, and, possibly something will come up. Yeah, not so much. Not so much. Later that same day, I got an email from this company announcing job openings, and it was quite enthusiastic. And one of the places where they have openings and are evidently quite eager to get applications was the exact store that sent this letter. So they have openings, right? Except they didn't even talk to me. And I think that's the problem. It's not that I didn't get the job. I mean, it is. I need a job. But that's not the issue. The issue is that they desperately need somebody to come fill their position, and I wasn't even worthy of meeting. If they would have then decided that because I don't have recent retail experience or something like that, I would have understood that. But no, it wasn't that. Let me, with all of this in mind, I also want to read to you the law that is supposed to protect us from this kind of discrimination. And then I want to highlight what one of ARP's attorneys said about why this law is only marginally useful. Okay, so the law reads like this. The Age Discrimination in Employment Act of 1967 protects certain applicants and employees 40 years of age and older from discrimination on the basis of age in hiring, promotion, discharge, compensation, or terms, conditions, or privileges of employment. So we're protected. This was a 1967 law. There's nothing new about this kind of discrimination. I think what might be new about it is how acceptable it is, but it's not a new problem. What is a problem is outlined by Lori McCann, a senior attorney for the ARP Foundation litigation. She says the following. The things that employers say, write, or insinuate about age can be so subtle that they don't provide a smoking gun that can prove discrimination. There's the problem. There's nothing in the letter that I received from the grocery store that says I'm too old. Even if they had interviewed me and said, looked at me and kind of like, she's too old, they're not going to say that. They're just going to say that my qualifications don't really fit their needs. My resume shows how long I've been in the workforce, and it shows that I got my undergraduate degree in 1984. So while they don't know my age, they can put me in a kind of ballpark. They know I'm not 30 years old. So was it discrimination? I think so. And I have to tell you, it feels really bad. We all know this happens, we all know this exists, but when it happens to you and you're, in my example, I'm able to do this work. I'm enthusiastic. I need the job. So likelihood is I will be a good employee because I need to keep that job if I can get it. And to get a letter like this, followed by the second letter saying that they need people, it's devastating. What am I doing different as a result of it? I'm kind of reshaping my job search. I'm spending my time putting in applications for jobs that are at least in some way related to what I've done in the past, and that's okay. It's okay. I need work and I'll take what I can get. But it's disappointing, right? Because I really kind of had this retirement job dream. As I said at the beginning, I think it's really, really important that our voices be heard. I think it's really important that we not feel alone and isolated while we're going through this. I think it's really easy when you go through an experience like this to try to write it off, say, you're just imagining it. It wasn't that. I think it was that. And I don't want to dismiss my own truth in this. And I'm hoping that by sharing it, I can, one, start discussion. Do you agree? Do you think that what I experienced was age discrimination? Or do you think I'm making too much out of this? Honestly, if you think that, I would love to hear it in the comments because, I would like to think the world is sort of better than what maybe it is for older people. Have you gone through experiences like this? Did you doubt yourself? How did you overcome them? I would really love to get a dialogue, a conversation going around this issue. And if nothing else, let's make some noise. That was part of why I started Boom Boom Now, and I hope that this discussion will be part of that, will be part of giving us a voice. I want to hear what your experiences are and what you think. I'm listing links for videos for Ashton Applewhite and Marianne Alda, who both have brilliant YouTube videos on this topic. So I hope this is helpful, and please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, share the video. The next video, I'm going to be reviewing an herbal tincture for pain, and it is fantastic. So I'll be doing a product review for my next video. Thank you so much. Thank you for being part of Boom Boom Now, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.